It's the summertime, which means all those recent college graduates are on the hunt for jobs if they haven't found one already. Now, these grads are considered millennials, those born in the 1980s and 90s who grew up in the age of technology and have a reputation of being lazy and entitled. So, how does that translate in the workplace? Joining us now to talk about it is Ralph DiBignara, a millennial himself and VP of Residential Home Funding in Parsippany. Ralph, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, I understand part of your job is to recruit these millennials and keep them happy. How do you do that?
I think more than anything, they want to know and have control over where they're working, what they're working on, and who they're working with. They want some kind of ownership in their position. I think that's very important to millennials.
Mm-hmm. And you know, they're considered the trophy generation. They grew up with helicopter parents. Are you finding that they need to be coddled and validated in what they do?
I think it's very important to them to have passion about what they do and to have some kind of meaning to what they're doing every single day. So in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I think that it's good that they're passionate about their jobs and that they want it to have some kind of purpose and meaning in their daily activities.
Mm-hmm. But how do you keep them loving their jobs? I mean, are they tending to bounce around from job to job if they're not happy?
It was Deloitte, I think, that did a study in 2016 that said 47% of them would leave their jobs within 2 years, or they'd be willing to. So it's hard to keep them happy. I think you need to show them growth and need to show them there's growth in their position and give them some kind of ownership in their position. I think they're willing to leave if they feel like they're capped or they're at a place where it's stable, but they're not going up or down. They're just going to be stuck where they are for a long period of time. I think then it's hard to keep them in those positions.
Mm-hmm. Do you find they're willing to work with their bosses? Because, you know, everybody thinks of them as, you know, I want this and I want it now and I'm getting it because my parents always did,
Yeah.
you know?
I think part of the problem is that you see the most popular companies now, companies such as Google, it's their culture to empower the employees more than management, and they're more concerned about the employees' needs than they are about management's needs. So I think in a lot of ways, yes, I think it has to become about their needs. I think that's the generation we're dealing with, that you're almost making the company work around what they want.
Wow. Yeah. And obviously, I mean, they grew up in the age of technology. Everybody has cell phones and the internet and all that. Maybe they might know technology a little bit more than their bosses. How does that work out, and how do they? What's your advice to employers?
I think it's a challenge to the employers to kind of be around that. I think that everything is social media these days, and every single thing millennials do and is publicized.
Right.
Everything is public knowledge. So I think it's very important for them to stay in tune with that and keep up on that, because it's such an important part of their life that they're almost rewarded daily for what they're doing by publicizing on every single social media aspect. So I think it's important for them to understand that culture of it.
And can you use social media to your advantage in the workplace?
I think it depends on what you do, obviously, on a day-to-day
Right.
basis. I think it can be. I think if it's a position where the public perception of you is important for your job, then I think yes. I think as long as you're putting the right stuff out there, that it can be very empowering and it can help you in your position. But it depends. I think that some of us share too much, and that becomes an issue also.
That's the trick, putting the right stuff out there.
Correct.
All right, Ralph, thank you so much for joining us. And we want to say good luck to all the millennials out there looking for jobs. We'll be right back.
Thank you.